Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I am Nevin from Nev's Tech Bits, and today I want to talk a little bit about cord cutting. Now, cord cutting is gaining popularity, and it's really scaring uh, Comcast, AT&T, Bell, everybody. Anyways, so basically, what cord cutting is you cut your landline and you cut your cables. Primarily cutting cable, though. Now, the corporations, they don't want you to cut your cable, and they've been doing things for years to try to make sure that you couldn't. They all know that internet can take over all other services. Bell gives you internet, telephone, and TV. And internet can trump those two things. You can get voice over internet protocol for telephone calls, and you can get streaming media. Now, one thing the industries are concerned about is media changing hands. So, right now, there's pretty big grips on the industry, the film industry, basically TV. They're trying to hold on to it as hard as they can, even though they know that everybody's got cameras. Kids are growing up learning how to edit videos, watching YouTube, doing their own thing. I think one day YouTube will be a huge contributing factor into the closure of many corporations. There's one thing that always got me. I pay to have cable. I pay for that. And cable also has commercials. It just feels like double dipping here. Now, you can argue with me on where that money goes, but like a lot of other people, we kind of feel like, hey, kitty cat, we kind of feel like, maybe the people at the top are making a little bit too much money. But I digress. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, first thing, most important thing, is cutting the cable. Cable TV is unbelievably expensive. We have to rent the boxes for digital cable. And one thing that really bothers me about digital cable is it's so slow. It's so slow compared to analog cable. You see me at my parents' place, I'm surfing through channels, bam, the second I hit that button, I get another channel up. I go so fast on that, it really annoys my wife. She has no idea what's going on. But if you were like me, if you were raised in a village and your cable consisted of about 50 channels, then you kind of got an idea of what was the cartoons you want. You flip through, it was animated. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I'm after. Anyways, I'm really disappointed in digital cable. I could never quite get into digital cable because it just took so long. You never knew if you actually had the channels or not. Now, Bell, there are some other corporations out there that made it so you just hit a button and you didn't see anything you didn't pay for. Right now, we're going with a company called Eastlink, and we don't have that option, which is very unfortunate. It's such a pain. I don't have the time to sit there and master this new cable, well, new to me. I don't have time to master my TV channels. I got so many other things to do. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, anyways, what people are doing these days is once again they're switching to streaming, and you have various options for streaming cable. Number one, you can find your local channel online. If you're in Toronto, breakfast television actually is on the computer. You can get that every morning, and breakfast television is a big thing in this family. We got to have our breakfast BTV. So if you can find your news streaming, your locally streamed news, then you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. A lot of times, there's lots of websites that you can go to for stuff like that. And then you want Netflix. Now, Netflix is getting better. It's got the Luke Cage episodes. They're making their own stuff. They always have a lot of good stuff, but sometimes it seems like you spend more time looking for something to watch than actually watching something. But then again, that's how I feel when I go through my DVD collection. I don't always feel like watching Terminator 2, but Terminator 2 is an awesome video. Anyways, the next place people are turning to are Kodi boxes now. A little bit of history of Kodi. Kodi used to be called XBMC. You could only get it on Xbox. It was beautiful. It was awesome if you could mod your Xbox to take this. Anyways, they changed their name to Kodi, and you can put Kodi on anything. But most people have Kodi boxes, and what Kodi boxes are is basically Android boxes. And what's so beautiful about Android boxes, they're so cheap because the software is absolutely free. Google made the software. Google bought the software. Google developed it, turned it into the Android it is, and gave it out for free. So, of course, most electronics get made in China. Chinese manufacturers don't have to pay anything for software. They just slap some cheap hardware together and sell it out under the Android box. So basically, an Android box, Kodi box, is is basically an Android computer that's been designed to play Kodi XBMC, and that's all it does. And dedicated, that's great. But one thing you got to know about the Kodi program is it's going to keep growing, and the more it grows, the bigger hardware you have to get. Also, it's good to know a computer guy or to know a thing or two about computers while you're using this. Now, if my parents can figure this stuff out or have enough patience with it, I'm sure you guys won't have a problem. So Kodi XBMC is for movies. Technically, it's pirated, depending on where you get it from. It's a way to get things. Kind of like saying torrents. Not all torrents are illegal. Well, let's face it, most of them are. And people use distribution groups like Genesis turned into Exodus. But anyways, you get that, and they provide you. I don't see why they do this, but there are people who they're just there to serve. They just serve you with these pirated videos. And what's different about torrenting? With torrenting, as soon as you download, you're also uploading. These are just people out there, for some reason, just sending us stuff. I haven't figured out why. I haven't figured out what benefits these people. But maybe it's just to say they have, just to say they do. That gets them liable, but at least it doesn't get you liable. It bypasses liability to you altogether. You might have gotten warnings on your computer for downloading torrents from your ISPs, unless you have a VPN. But you don't have to worry about that with Kodi XBMC. You should definitely check out Kodi and XBMC. Another thing you need to check out is digital antennas. Digital antennas are very popular these days. They're picking up popularity, and they should be even more popular, honestly. Right, kitty cat? How's it going? Anyways, digital antenna is a very good idea. Believe it or not, there's all kinds of signals, free signals going around. I don't know about you guys, but when I was first born, when I was growing up, I didn't have cable. We had to fight with an antenna to get the right signal. If we were lucky, we got 4 channels. The Farmer's 4, we called it around here. Anyways, you can still do that. Get a digital antenna and pick up high definition radio waves. Now, it's better if you're in a city. I've heard some people living in the city get up to 30 channels. And if you have Fox, then you'll have the Super Bowl and football and local football anyways. And yeah, digital antenna, it's so overlooked. They don't receive a signal from as far away as the old analog ones do, but you should definitely check it out. Now, if you want to cut the cable, there's different ways you can save money cellularly. As long as you have a good internet connection, all you have to do is download Talkatone. You can get that on your iOS and Android, and from there you'll have a number you can call out with IP phone. It's a soft IP phone, and you have a text. You can text people with that. You can also use Text Now, and you can even do WhatsApp. With WhatsApp, you have to have a phone number. You just use the phone number that you get from your Talkatone, and there you got telephone. Away you go. So with all those things, if you don't have a lot of money, if you're starting out, these could be some very good ways that you can help yourself out, keep yourself entertained, keep a number, keep going, keep on keeping on. But anyways, yeah, this is just a beginner's guide. I'll push some more information about how to be a better cord cutter. Those are 3 very important things you need to know about. If all you have is Wi-Fi, if all you have is a good signal, get a Kodi box, get Netflix, get a digital antenna, and there you cut that many cords. You cut out 2 or 3 cords, and maybe one day Google will get their cellular network up and running at reasonable prices, and it will all be free. Anyways, that's it for me. Nevs from Nevs Tech Bits. Like and subscribe if you like this stuff. It really helps me out. And hopefully I'll be here to give you more tips on how to save money in the future. Anyways, catch you later.